So why do I create the paintings that I do? There are three things in all of my works that you'll notice. There's the obvious animal portrait, there's the obvious space link, and then there's the not so obvious spiritual link. So ever since I was very young, I've always loved animals. I just find the animal kingdom fascinating. I think it's just full of wonders. Some of the creatures are weird, they're awesome, and I've always loved watching Sir David Attenborough's work, and him talking about the natural world. It's always been a fascination. And then the space link, I just can't help but think we're not alone. I can't help but think that in this mega vast universe that we're in, that we're the only thing that exists. I don't believe we are. I think there are advanced civilizations out there. I think there are civilizations that we are advanced in comparison. So I don't think that we are alone. And I just find space very interesting. And then there's the spiritual side of stuff. So when I was at school, I remember doing my homework. It was late at night. I remember sitting around the dining room table, and I swear that I saw the dead cat run past me. That was my first ever experience of there being something which was there. And I've always found it quite interesting, the concept of there being spirit and a soul. I guess I was interested in religious education when I was at school, and I studied that at A level as well. And the idea of birth and rebirth, and there being a trinity of Father, Son and Holy Ghost within the Christian religion, and the Buddhist idea of birth and rebirth, and it's just always been quite fascinating for me. And I started practicing mediumship and looking at healing and crystals and all the spiritual bits that come with that, probably about 6 or so years ago. And I just find it very interesting. Again, I don't think that when we die, we go to nothing. I think there is something. I think there is an energy, a soul, an inner us, and that this outer shell is literally the car that we've chosen to drive for the experiences that we create for ourselves and that are put in front of us. I believe that they're there for us as a soul to experience in the physical. And so when I started drawing, which was in 2012 really, 2015 was when I started offering pet portraits. I focused just solely on the animal concept. There was just something missing from them. So when I really sat down and looked at the three, it happens to be the three things that I really enjoy. It's the idea of space and us not being alone, the idea of soul and us not being alone, and the animal kingdom and the fascinations that are in that. And so the idea of my Animal Nebula works was born, and here we are. So my mission as such is to create works that I hope you can blend with and look into and reflect on, that might help you to do some daydreaming of what's the point of this and why are we here and is there anything else, and to get you looking in yourself as to whether you believe there are energies that we connect to around us. And also for my work to help you just to stop for a bit and to take a breath and just escape from life just by looking at a picture and journeying within it. And I think that's why I want to stick with these, just to give you the chance to daydream, reflect, connect, and to consider as a soul on this earth your unique, very unique role and your own individual self, and what you're learning and why you're here, and the effect that you can have not just on those around you in human form, but the animal world and the earth itself. And yeah, for a laugh, animal, space and spirit. Ass paintings!